tonight.
Two minutes, 30 seconds past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Mic check, mic check.
Three minutes past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Three minutes, 30 seconds past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Four minutes past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Four minutes, 30 seconds past the hour.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Five minutes past the hour. 60 seconds to live.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
Five minutes, 30 seconds past the hour. 30 seconds to live.
This is Online Tonight.
Online Tonight is live and on the air at 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546.
Online Tonight. Your future is in his hands.
And now, from the craziest city on the planet, this is Online Tonight, on the air toll-free at 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. And now, the host of Online Tonight, Max.
All right, welcome to Online Tonight. I am Max Smart. Apologies for the late start on the stream for our visual listeners, visual viewers and listeners. This is Online Tonight, by the way, where we talk about tech, pop culture, and more. And for me, more includes things like theme parks and pets and food, video games, 3D printers. I guess some of that's considered technology. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff today. We don't talk about politics here. There are a lot of other people that are really good about that. So, of course, coming up, we're going to see how did we do on the rumors from last week, because Apple had their event on Tuesday. So what actually happened, what was discussed, how close everybody was, what wasn't discussed that were rumored. We're going to talk about Apple at the Emmys, Windows 11 patch drama, and, of course, your calls and your texts and your messages, because that's really what we're about. I'm here to help you make your life easier when it comes to tech products that you encounter every day, whether it's a snafu with your cell phone or you've got some questions about your 3D printer. Just reach out, and I'm going to do my best to help you. You can contact the show in many ways. The best way is to call the Broadcast Bionics Caller One system using our toll-free telephone number at 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546 is the toll-free telephone number. We also take your emails and your text and voicemails. The email address let's do the first part first. show@onlinetonight.com. Don't forget to put the word show in front of the word at. show@onlinetonight.com, and our text voicemail number is 951-395-1017. Data rates may apply. Leaving a message on the voicemail is your authorization to broadcast your voice over the airwaves and all the different ways that we do so. That text voicemail number works 24/7, just like the email address. The number again, 951-395-1017. Victoria is producing the show. She's answering your calls, checking for your messages on all the different platforms. Before we jump into the tech news, this portion of the show is brought to you by Paramount Plus. It's not officially fall yet. Got another month or so to go, I believe. But the seasons are changing in that it's football season. Paramount Plus, you can live stream the NFL games airing on your local CBS station. Find out all Paramount Plus has to offer by visiting this website, onlinetonight.com/stream, onlinetonight.com/STREAM. Well, there's a little bit of drama in the tech news world, and that has to do with Microsoft's August 2025 patch. Usually comes out on a Tuesday. This one is called the 24H2 update, and it has a knowledge base number, KB5063878. And when it first came out, it would fail with the OX802 blah, blah, blah number. They fixed that. But a lot of community reports said that there were SSD failures. If you were copying a lot of files over, the drive would just unmount and disappear, and you would have to restart your system. Some people were able to duplicate this. Some people were seeing that it wouldn't even show up on a reboot. So there's been a lot of confusion in the space, and you have the two camps that are saying this is a early firmware problem, and those people have been able to replicate it. You have normies like myself who have similar drives and have had no problems, and I even tried copying over very large things. What is the best thing to do? Make a backup. Make a backup of your machine in case your drive starts acting wacko or fails or never shows up again. And then if you need to get a new drive, then you can install the backup and have a full working system again. So backups are the most important thing before you do these updates, whether it's a feature update or a security update. Now, the rumors on the internet, of course, was that it was fission-based drive. That's the controller. So you might get your drive from Samsung or from Hitachi or from HP or from Crucial or PNY, any of these other people. They use different chips from different manufacturers to be like the brain, Kind of like Intel CPU, even though it might be a Gigabyte motherboard or an HP or a Dell or whatever, it still uses the main processor. Same kind of thing in the storage space. They make the chips, they assemble it, there's a controller on there. Fission is one of the people who make a controller. These are the ones that seem to have been affected. You may or may not have those. So just keep an eye on it. Backups are the best way to deal with that. All right, Apple. We talked a little bit about Apple last week and some of the rumors and things that might be coming up. And some of them were absolutely true. We're going to very quickly try to go through the ones that were true, and then we'll talk about the things that didn't show up. Or do you want to talk about the things that didn't show up first, Miss Victoria? What do you recommend? That's quicker.
Well, that's always what I'm interested in.
Is what didn't make it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we had hinted that the AirTag 2s, the Apple TV 4K upgrade, the HomePod Mini 2, the ProVision with the M5 chip might show up. They were all no-shows, right? This was 100% focused on 3 items. The AirPod Pros, the Watch family updates, and the iPhone 17. So let's jump in. The AirPod Pro 3 now has this thing that I'm super fascinated about, live translation. And it even has this weird muting feature where it listens to the person in their native language and then mutes it or semi-mutes it while it translates it to you in various languages. Very, very cool. They've updated the shape of it to better fit your ear canal and the shape of your ears. There's some new foam-based silicone tips that they have available for your ears in different sizes. Now has the ability to monitor your heart. And it has 10 hours of battery life if you're using it as a hearing aid, which is a vast improvement from what it was before. And so the AirPod Pro 3s are available for pre-order now. Will be shipping on the 19th of September. I'm not going to repeat that over and over and over. All of the things I'm talking about, pre-orders are available, and they will start shipping on the 19th. But remember, if you decide to buy one of the more popular items, the shipping dates have already pushed out 3 to 4 weeks. All right, Apple Watch. The Series 11 was announced. It does have that 5G cellular ability. It has the high blood pressure sensor once it's approved by the government, which I believe they got already. It's got the sleep score up to a 24-hour battery. It comes in 4 colors if you get the aluminum one: black, space gray, rose gold, and silver. If you get the titanium one, it comes in 3 colors: natural, titanium color, gold, and slate. They also announced the SE3, which has the S10 chip in it. It has an always-on display, which is the first time for the SE model. It is a bit thinner, has that 5G chip in it. It does, it has built-in speakers and fast charging. It's available in 2 colors. And to save my life, I could not remember what the 2 colors are right now. I think it's silver and maybe black, but don't quote me on that. I'm sure you could look it up. The Ultra 3, which is their super high-end Apple Watch. It is the adventurer watch, as they call it. It is brighter. It's got a better display for when you're outside. It's got thinner borders. It's got that 5G cellular connectivity. It's got SOS ability via satellite. Has a 42-hour battery. And it comes in 2 colors because they're titanium. It comes in black and ultra titanium. Again, watches are available on the 19th, or will start shipping on the 19th. All right, let's jump into the phones. We might have to carry this over. So we'll just start with the general iPhone 17. I'm going to start with the colors. It comes in 5 colors, some of which I do not understand, but I guess somebody's going to buy them. Lavender, mist blue, which is really a light blue, not like the darker blue that you saw on the 16. Black, white, and sage. And if you don't know what sage is, think mint green. Has a 6.3-inch display with a thinner border, so you get more screen real estate. 3,000 nits of brightness. This really has to do with brightness and how easy it is to look at while you're outside. It features the standard A19 CPU. It's got an all-day battery life with over 8 hours more of playback time for video compared to the iPhone 16. It's got 2 cameras, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera in the front, and a combination 48-12 combo. More on a moment.
Looking for a one-of-a-kind gift or to complete your own collection? Sumerian Collection offers a wide variety of vintage goods with new items added weekly. Books, collectibles, clothing items, jewelry, gadgets, and gizmos galore. Many items are from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, but exclusive finds from earlier time periods become available as well. Rare vintage items include dolls from around the world and foreign language books. Online shopping at Sumerian Collection is a breeze, with Etsy's secure payment processing and shipping to U.S. locations included free with every purchase. Visit SumerianCollection.etsy.com to see what's new and vintage this week. SAMERIAN Collection.etsy.com. SAMERIAN Collection.etsy.com. Sumerian Collection.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify. 800-908-3082. 800-908-3082. 800-908-3082. That's 800-908-3082.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. Loveyourmindtoday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
Chicken. Oh, okay.
And wolf?
Oh, a wolf.
Ooh! What about the tiny dog? Cat? Owl? Dolphin? What does the turkey say? Whale?
Whale sound.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Online tonight. Geek Speak.
All right, this hour's Geek Speak, where we take a tech term and turn it into plain English right before your very ears, is OCR. OCR. More on that in just a moment. This portion of the show is powered by Anchor. I'm very excited that Anchor has released their new Nano wireless car charger. This means that your phone is held securely, usually against the window, within view, using the QI2 certified 15-watt wireless charging pad. Plus, the wireless charging pad is detachable, and the charging head rotates 360 degrees and tilts 45 degrees to help you find the most comfortable viewing angle while you're driving, because you want to be safe. Check out all the great Anchor products at onlinetonight.com/anchor. onlinetonight.com/ANKER. Now, OCR, which is an acronym for Optical Character Recognition. OCR is a technology that recognizes text within a digital image. So think of you scan a piece of paper or you take a photo. It is commonly used to recognize text in these scanned documents, but it serves many purposes as well. OCR software processes a digital image by locating and recognizing characters such as letters, numbers, and symbols. Some OCR software will simply export the text, while other programs can convert the characters to editable text directly in the image. Advanced OCR software can export the size and formatting of the text and the layout of the text found on the page. It usually has to kind of guess what the font is going to be. OCR technology can be used to convert a hard copy of a document into an electronic version, or a soft copy. That's what they call it when it's not on a printed page. For example, if you scan multiple page document into a digital image, such as a TIFF, then you can load that document into an OCR program, which will recognize the text and convert the document to an editable text file. Some OCR programs allow you to scan a document and convert it to a word processing document in a single step. That's what I used to use. While OCR technology was originally designed to recognize printed text, it can be used to recognize and verify handwriting or handwritten text as well. For example, the USPS, the Postal Service, uses OCR to automatically process letters and packages based on the address. You know, some older people like to handwrite their labels. The algorithm checks the scanned information against a database of existing addresses to confirm the mailing address. Google Translate app uses OCR technology that works with your device's camera. It allows you to capture the text from documents, magazines, signs, and other objects and translate it to other language in real time. That was very long, so I'm not going to tell you the story about how I took pictures on my iPhone and I was able to select the text and copy it into notes. That is this hour's Geek Speak OCR. OCR.
Online Tonight.
Realizing our laptop is about to die and the power cord is nowhere to be found. This is Online Tonight. Now, here's Max.
All right, phone lines are open. 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. That reaches us right here in the Broadcast Bionics Caller 1 system. A great, if you want more information about that, I've got a video that tells you all about how we use that system. Don't forget, you can follow me on X and Instagram. I use the same name on both platforms, at Max Smart Radio, at Max Smart Radio. I'm still going to jump into more of the Apple news, hopefully, if we have time. But let's take this listener question.
This is a text from Sam in San Francisco. The other day when I was listening to my Amazon Music through CarPlay, I hit the pause button on the screen, and Siri asked me what I wanted to say to someone that's in my recent texts list. This is so bizarre. What's going on?
I've experienced this myself recently. I have found that, especially when I'm driving, I like to listen to a podcast or I like to listen to one of the streaming services because sometimes I'm traveling in the opposite direction of where the AM or FM station reaches. But I can sometimes, if it's an iHeart or a Cumulus or somebody like that, I can get it via streaming. So what I found recently was I would be listening to something on one of these digital music or audio platforms. I'd hit pause because I saw that I got a text. So then I would hit the messages button in my menu, and I would see who I got things from. I'd click on it, and it would then read it to me. And then it says, do you want to reply? I'd say no. I'd then go back to my streaming, and I would hit the pause button to replay or start over. And then it would say, what would you like to say to Dave? And I'd be like, cancel, cancel. I don't want to say anything to Dave. And this has happened to me a bunch of times. It sounds exactly like what's happening to you, Sam. And I have a theory. And the theory is layers. I think that messages is still there behind on the screen. And that the music player or the podcast player is being overlapped. And that when you click the button, the messages app thinks that you have clicked on one of the bars, one of the contacts, one of the lines, and is ready to transcribe your message. And I can reproduce it easily. It happens to me almost every time I travel this one particular path. And I think that's exactly what's happened to you. And I don't know the answer. I don't know what the answer is, except for maybe this tip. Even if you're listening to your music player, there's a button usually in your car that has like a microphone button. Or if you have the Hey Personal Assistant option, you can say, hey, send a text to, in Victoria's case, to Victoria, and then Siri will mute your music, and then it will ask you what you want to say. It'll read it back to you. Do you want to send it? And you say yes. When all that's done, the music will automatically unpause and start playing. If you use voice commands only, you'll never have this problem because you're not touching the screen. And so that would be my recommendation. If you're not listening live and you want to submit a question just like Sam did, you can text 951-395-1017, or you can email show@onlinetonight.com. All right, let's jump back. I've got about a minute in this segment. Let's jump back to the iPhone 17. We were talking about the cameras. It's got a 48-megapixel ultra-wide and a fusion lens, which has both a 48-megapixel and a 12-megapixel combo. So depending on what you're shooting, it will use the different thing. It also has a single ultra-wide. It has the center stage on your front-facing, which allows you to do kind of the desktop option. You can look up what center stage does. I'm going to try to fly by this. And then, of course, they talked about the iPhone 17 Air. It's very thin, has a 6.5-inch display, titanium, 4 colors, black, white, sky blue, and light gold. It uses the A19 Pro chip. It has the same 48-megapixel fusion camera, which is that combo, 48-megapixel and 12-megapixel combo. It has an all-day battery. It has a thin MagSafe battery that will go on there, 2 custom cases, one which is like a bumper. And it has, they're not calling it a lanyard, they're calling it straps. And then, of course, I've got details on the iPhone 17 Pro, which we may have to wait until after our show review, which is going to be coming up next. It's online tonight, 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. Stay tuned.
At Bon Voyage Earns, we love our pets. We couldn't imagine our lives without them. But we know that when they pass on, we want to treat them with the respect they deserve, because they're family members too. Bon Voyage Earns makes biodegradable, marine-safe urns for the delivery of pets' cremated remains to a beautiful resting place in the Pacific Ocean. Love them while you have them. Give them a proper send-off when it's time. More information at bvorns.com.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you.
800-439-7851. 800-439-7851. 800-439-7851. That's 800-439-7851.
There's no better way to bond with your cats than with a special treat. Lick and Lap by Vitacraft is a healthy 5-pack saucy tureen snack full of a creamy paste that your cats are going to love. Free from artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives, it's the perfect snack between meals. Lick and Lap is available at Walmart, your local pet stores, and, of course, on their website at vitacraft.us.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no.
So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning. The cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
We're on the air live tonight. 1-800-39-ONLINE. 1-800-396-6546 is the number.
Online tonight.
Carlos and the chicken are the sort of performers that keep popping up on the radio these days. So-called humorists who rely on cruel pranks and scatological references. Well, I suppose that's the sort of thing that passes for entertainment these days. Perhaps it's just a generational thing.
All right, this is Online Tonight. My name is Max. Love to hear from you. That's my favorite thing to do is answer your questions via toll-free telephone number. So give us a call on the Broadcast Bionics Caller 1 system at our toll-free number, 1-800-39-ONLINE, 1-800-396-6546. Now I know what the acronym is. We're going to be talking about Only Murders in the Building. So hold on for that. That's coming right up. You can also reach me via email or text. The email address show@onlinetonight.com, and the text is 951-395-1017. Before we jump in to the series, we talk all the time about Govee and their LED strips. I've been playing around with some LED strips here on the thing, but what I'm really interested in are these neon. I want to make like a cool neon sign for the Online Tonight logo. It looks like a neon rope. It's even called Govee Neon Rope Light 2. And you can bend it, and it looks from a distance, even close up, it looks exactly like a neon tube without having to go get a glass blower and get all this special gas and all that other stuff. And it only takes up a very small amount of wattage. They come in 2 different sizes, 10 foot and 16.4 feet, which is a weird, I'm sure it's metric. That's probably why it's a weird number. But you can check out Govee's products at onlinetonight.com/Govee, and not everybody knows how to spell that. So onlinetonight.com/GOVEE, Govee. And then I have to push this button.
From Hollywood.
One very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow.
Blockbusters, tearjerkers, family fare.
Everything is awesome.
What's worth seeing in the theater, and what should you just watch at home?
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Here are your hosts.
I am Max.
What was that?
I'm Max.
I'm Victoria.
Okay.
There were some weird sound effects in there. I didn't
Sound
recognize.
effects, the loop had to restart. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. I get just so excited because I wanted to briefly mention last week I said I might not talk to my cousin on his birthday because he didn't say happy birthday to me. And now I feel bad because it turns out he's only in his 50s. He had a stroke, which is probably why he missed my birthday text. And I was thinking of holding it against him. Well, now I'm asking everyone to send prayers on his behalf to make sure that he's going to be okay, because he's got 2 kids, and he's a great guy. So I feel bad for even joking about not wishing him well wishes, which I definitely do, and now I'm hoping that you'll do the same. We're talking about Only Murders in the Building season. We're in season 5?
5, yeah.
Holy cow, rated TVMA because of strong language and, of course, murder and death. And it's available on Hulu. We have watched, I believe, 4 episodes.
3.
Are you sure?
Yes, because the 4th one becomes available at midnight our time tonight.
I thought it was on Monday. I thought it was available on Monday. Or is it midnight Sunday because it starts on Monday? I don't know. I can't keep these things straight because it's very confusing to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to have another episode available shortly. And as soon as it drops, if I'm not asleep, we're going to watch it. Tell us a little bit about this season. Try not to give away too many spoilers from the past seasons, because I think people should catch up if they haven't seen it. They need to, really.
Well, I mean, for the people who are normal watchers, they tease the next season at the end of the season, because that's what continues it on, is that there's another potential murder at the very end. After they've solved that season's murder, then they find another body, and that's what propels you into the next season. So a body was found at the end of season 4, and now we're solving that murder.
Or was it a murder? Was it possibly an accident?
Tragic accident, as the police
The police report says it's an accident. And so now the 3 who are our originals, we got Selena Gomez, Steve Martin, and Martin Short, which is very strange because if you say it really fast, you get Martin.
Yeah.
And they're back, and then the neighbors are back. Do we have new people? First of all, tell us how many total episodes we're going to have and when the series is going to wrap up in case you want to wait a month and binge watch everything. Anybody new that we should know about?
Well, yes, there's a whole list of new people that are in this.
Will that give anything away?
I don't. I think if we just say who they are, but don't say who they play.
Okay.
Bobby Cannavale.
That's an Italian name.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Jermaine Fowler, Beanie Feldstein, who is Jonah Hill's sister. Taya Leone.
Is that Italian?
Yes.
Okay.
Diane Wiest. Logan Lerman. Christoph Waltz.
Logan Lerman from Percy Jackson?
Yeah.
Who is that? I didn't even recognize him. Is he one of the brothers?
No.
No?
He's one of the people we saw in the 3rd episode.
Just give me a small reminder.
In the secret place.
In the where?
In the secret place.
Oh, he was one of the CEOs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
Christoph Waltz, I don't know if you heard that one. And the one that surprised me that I didn't know about ahead of time, Renee Zellweger.
Oh, didn't recognize her either. Who was she?
She was also one of those people.
One of the CEOs?
Yeah.
Oh, holy cow. I don't think that's a spoiler. I mean, episode 3, you're gonna see. You'll probably forget by then because they're 40 minutes each. How many total episodes, quickly?
I believe there are 10.
10 total. And we're going to get the fourth one in the next day or two.
And then
And then there'll be 6 more.
even though they dropped 3 in the first week, you have to wait between
Every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Or depending on the time zone you're in, you could wait till if you're on the West Coast like we are, you can just wait till midnight 01 on Monday night, which is technically Tuesday morning.
Right, but if you're on the East Coast, that's 3 in the morning. So unless you're already up,
If I was if I was on the East Coast, I'd be up at 3. I'm up at 3 anyway. All right, so we love this show, and we went to an event, which maybe we'll talk to you about next segment if we have time after we finish up the iPhone 17 Pro. We were talking to several people while we were at that place and convinced them to go back and catch up so that they could watch this season. There are some funny laugh out loud moments, which I don't remember that many from the other seasons.
They're always happen.
So the writing here is great. Very quickly, would you mind telling us how Apple did at the Emmys? I hear they did okay, and then they got a shock. They were beat by The Pit.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Well, I only have the good stuff.
Oh,
I
all
don't
right.
have who they were beat by.
All right.
They earned 22 wins. I don't know how
22 wins?
Huh?
They won 22 things?
They won 22 things.
Holy cow.
13 of them were for the studio.
We liked that. Oh, did Ron win? Did Ron Howard win?
Ron Howard.
As a guest spot on the studio. Oh, I was so excited for Ron. So Ron and his brother Clint were finally up for Emmys, right? Because he was in Bold and the Beautiful. Clint was in Bold and the Beautiful. And Ron Howard, director Ron Howard from the Apollo 13 movies and Splash and all those wonderful things that he did Solo, the Star Wars adventure, whether you like that or not. He's really never been nominated as an actor or supporting cast, but this was his first Emmy for being in the studio.
I don't see
That's
him
all right.
listed.
Don't worry about it. You have other things you want to share.
Severance got 8 awards, and Slow Horses won for outstanding directing for a drama series. So they did very well.
I'm trying to remember who beat. They had their fingers crossed. They were hoping to get like another one, like one more. But The Pit beat them out for the best drama.
Oh, well, the Pit beat out both Severance.
Yeah, Severance.
And,
That's it.
Something else. So, it beat out everybody else in the category, obviously.
Well, obviously, it won the Emmy.
Yeah. It beat everybody.
All right, so Apple's doing pretty well, and if you look carefully, every once in a while you'll get a special. Sometimes if you buy like an item, sometimes you'll get a special where you can get the Apple TV streaming movie service for like $4. So keep your eye out for that. And then if you're a football fan, aka soccer fan, and you are an Apple TV subscriber, you can get the current season at no extra charge. So that's pretty cool. All right, coming up on Online Tonight, we're going to share with you, of course, the Bookmark This. We have those every episode. And we're going to hopefully finish up on the Apple news, and maybe we'll have some stuff about our trip to Disneyland. Stay tuned.
If you're an author interested in turning your works into audiobooks, Narrate Your Own Book is for you. Since 2005, David H. Lawrence XVII has taught 3,000 students the ins and outs of voiceover work, including narration of audiobooks. As an author, your curriculum includes more than the performance and recording aspects of narration. You also learn how to prepare your manuscript to become an audiobook and market it once it's finished. Visit narrateyourownbook.com for more information and a sample class. narrateyourownbook.com.
We call ourselves ASAP Travel for one reason. We can help you book a ticket ASAP. For those of you that don't know, that means as soon as possible. That means no wait time. You get through right away. No searching online. Our specialty is the lowest available fares on the big name airlines. You know them. We can't tell you their names. You can fly domestically or internationally and save more money than you could if you call the airlines directly. Our proprietary software goes underneath the hood of the major airline booking systems and finds you the best rates available. So if you're ready to make your travel plans right now, business or vacation travel, we have all the major airlines always at great rates. Call ASAP Trips and we'll have your ticket in your inbox in 15 minutes. Call this number now.
800-515-4035. 800-515-4035. 800-515-4035. That's 800-515-4035.
If I could be you.
And you could be me for just 1 hour.
If you could find a way
To get inside each other's mind.
Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
We've all felt left out. And for some, that feeling lasts more than a moment. We can change that. Learn how at belongingbeginswithus.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
They are our cuddlers and coworkers, purr machines and love bugs, and constant companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life so much better. When we face unexpected challenges in life, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people who love their pets and the pets who love their people, ensuring these families stay exactly where they belong, together. And you have something to offer. With an open heart and mind, there is nothing you can't do. There's no gesture too small or too big when it comes to helping. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. You can help keep pets and people together. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 in the morning, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
The Native community is big for me. Makes me feel good to pass on our Arapaho traditions. My kids love going up to the Sundance. I like to tell people the Sundance is about family. It's about the tribe. It's not just about the dancer. It's kind of like life. As a Sundancer, I'm just one spoke in the wheel. I need my family there. I need my role models. I need my people there, especially my children. You know, coming in that door, my family is ready to see me and they believe in me. Before, I'd never seen that from my people. But now when I walk in that door and I see those smiling faces and they're happy to see me, that's special. With my 4 kids, all I ask for them in Arapaho ways is health and happiness. Nothing more, nothing less.
Never stop being a dad. That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Hey, bookmark this.
Okay, I will bookmark this. Hopefully you will as well. We live in Southern California, so we do not get a lot of fall colors like you do in other parts of the U.S. I mean, we barely get anything as it gets into winter. So this website's really cool, especially if you're going to be planning a trip. Explorefall.com/fall foliage map. And there's hyphens, so I'm going to put the URL, of course, like I always do in the show notes. Just look for episode 2081. Right? This is as we head into fall, you may be interested in planning that trip to go see all the colors around different areas. This is an interactive map that allows you to see the approximate dates for peak foliage in various areas around the country, except for out here in SoCal, because it's a desert. We don't get squat. So check out explorefall.com/fall-foliage-map. That is this hour's bookmark. This Southwest Airlines has done away with their 2 free check bags, but they are making exceptions for different levels of the Rapid Rewards program. So you want to check out, what is this Rapid Rewards program? And it's a good time to become a member, especially if you're not going to have to pay for the bags. And if you go to this website, onlinetonight.com/SWA, then you're going to learn it's going to take you right to Rapid Rewards. You're going to see what the benefits are and the different levels, how you can earn points, and maybe not have to pay for your bags. That's onlinetonight.com/SWA.
Online Tonight.
All right, very quickly, I want to give you the rest of the Apple iPhone news. The third phone that they showed off, which is actually 2 phones, isn't that weird, is the iPhone 17 Pro. It has a 6.3-inch screen. It has this new technology because it's using a more powerful chip. It's using the A19 chip. So they had to create this cooling system. It's called a vapor chamber. It uses like air and water, apparently. I didn't think electronics and water mix, but they figured out how to contain everything and make it efficient, hopefully. We'll see after this year or whatever. For cooling, it comes in 3 different colors: silver, deep blue. This is that dark blue instead of the light blue, and cosmic orange. Pretend there was a reverb there. I don't have it. And that is a very bright orange color. If you're a big fan of orange, you'll like it. It's got a much larger battery, up to 39 hours of video playback. It has 3 different lenses on them. All of them are 48 megapixel. And they have, one has an ultra wide, one of them has like telephoto, and that's pretty cool. It now has the ability to record in ProRes RAW so that you can really get the best image possible. And the front camera, the one that's facing the screen and facing you for like your Zooms, your FaceTimes, etc., is an 18 megapixel front center stage camera. They are offering a tech woven case. And as I mentioned, it's got that new higher performance A19 Pro chip. They also announced the iPhone 17 Pro Max, exactly the same, except for 2 things. It's got a bigger display, a 6.9-inch display, so it is quite a bit bigger. And you can get up to 2 terabytes of storage. That thing's going to cost you several $1,000s. There are other ways to add storage to the device if you're doing video, or as they say in the business, videography. Then you will now have much larger storage. So I think that covers all of the iPhone announcements, the Apple Watch family announcements, and then the additional announcement regarding the AirPods Pro 3 and some accessories. So that's all covered. Let's jump into a little bit about our Disney trip. Miss Victoria, did you want to share about your security issue? Normally, we don't have any trouble with security. I, former Boy Scout, Miss Victoria, former Girl Scout, we have our own cuddlery set where we have a spoon and a fork and a knife. And we've been going to the food festivals for years, but something changed yesterday.
Yeah. And it actually became an issue, I think, the last time we went. But, usually people will go through the bag. The security will go through the bag and they'll take things out. And depending on the security person, sometimes they don't find them because they don't go all the way to the bottom, which is where they end up because they're heavier. And sometimes they do, and they take them out and they look at them. And I chat with them about, how much we love the food festivals and we hate plastic cutlery and stuff like that. And they just, put them back in and say, have fun. Well, the last time, a couple weeks ago when we went, I think the person who was going through my bag was new. And so she pulled it out and she looked at the knife. And I said, it's like a butter knife. And she said, yeah, I really need to get a manager over. And so the manager came over and looked at it. And
Sammy.
said, huh?
Sammy was the manager.
And said it was fine. And so they did the same thing happened this time, but they brought a different manager over and he said, no, it's a metal knife. It doesn't matter if it's not sharp. You could still stab somebody with it. And so we can't allow it. The spoon and the fork are fine.
Okay. I'm in line and I'm hearing this and I'm thinking, have you never seen a Jason Statham movie? Didn't he
He killed a guy with a spoon.
Right, a spoon. And then, this is the kicker. We went for a sit down because we were celebrating somebody's birthday. We went to a sit down and what did they give us? A gigantic metal knife. I could have pocketed that and I could have walked around and I could have been a danger. And yet I still had a metal fork and a spoon. I don't understand.
No.
I don't understand.
And the metal straws that we usually take are even more dangerous, I believe.
And you left those in the car.
I left those in the car with the cutlery because I wanted to get into the park eventually, quicker rather than slower.
Sure, so we could say hi to Herbie and get some food. We were hungry.
Yeah.
And so, I understand they have rules, and I appreciate that they have rules, and they're trying to keep us safe. I think my only issue is the consistency of the implementation of the allowing or not allowing.
Well,
luckily, we were able to go back to the car and put your stuff away, and then you had to re-go through security, or you were curious if they were going to hit you up again.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think that's it.
I had trouble with my Magic Band, and the problem was I didn't know there was an on-off button, and I didn't know how to check if it was charged up. Now I have solved those problems, and so it was just user error on my part.
But they don't tell you where the on-off switch is and how long you have to press it. I had to Google that.
Yeah, so sometimes Google is your friend. Hey, don't forget, if you missed any portion of the show, you can head over to onlinetonight.com, or you can check out the show notes. You can listen to the audio archive right there, or the podcast. If you want to watch the visual representation, it's available on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/@onlinetonight or onlinetonight.tv.
Online Tonight is produced and copyrighted by Smart Family Media. All rights reserved. Host Maxwell Smart. Producer and other hats worn by Victoria Smart. Views and opinions expressed are those of the host, guest, and callers, and are not necessarily those of the station, its management, affiliates, or other advertisers.
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
"30 seconds past the hour."
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
"1 minute past the hour."
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.
"1 minute, 30 seconds past the hour."
From Los Angeles, this is Online Tonight.